Hi guys, welcome to You Create Your Own Reality 24/7, and you do in fact create your own reality. Today we're going to be talking about being accountable, having accountability, and continuing on with our topic of meditation and why it is so important for us to meditate. We need to meditate so we can find wisdom to be able to make the right decisions at the right time. We need to contemplate for that very reason. So we're going to dig deeper into that modality so we can learn how to manifest our goals, which is so important. And we're going to learn how to control our minds. You know, a lot of people make a lot of excuses. I can't help myself. I don't know why I did that. They're saying all the wrong things, doing all the wrong things, and not being accountable. So we want to be accountable. That's what we want to be. We want to be accountable. Now, if you go over on my main channel, I was talking about time. So you might want to check that out also. But anyway, accountability. The fact or condition of being accountable. Responsibility, leadership, thinking, and pondering. All right? So that is what being accountable is. Someone in greatest, somebody who really is really a stickler for time management, organization, prioritizing. Someone who's really on top about accomplishing goals, and they really know how to manifest their destiny and to create the things that they need to create. Okay, so I'm going to start off by saying what the word says. It says, I will meditate on your word, thoughts, and have respect to your ways, the path of life by your laws. Okay, now I'm paraphrasing pretty much, but we should, like I said, we should meditate. You know, that's something we should do. It says, the book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but you shall meditate on it day and night, and then you may observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy ways prosperous, and then thou shalt be able to deal wisely and have good success. And we talked about that in past videos, why meditation was very important. First of all, you want to be transformed. Do not be conformed to this world, fashion of the age, adapted, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Okay, so the key word here is renewing. So, for example, a furniture, or an old piece of furniture. Okay, you might see an old piece of furniture and you might say, well, I don't like that. I'm going to refinish it over. So you go get yourself some paint. First, you're going to break it all down, and you're going to put your paint and whatever else you do. It's a step to doing it. But then when you do it over, it's renewed. The furniture is, in fact, renewed. Okay? So that's what you want to do. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Again, how do you renew your mind? By studying a modality, or by studying the word. Okay, that's why they have Bible study. Okay, people go, they might go on a Wednesday night or whatever night they have it at. They might go, and they go there to study so they can be renewed, so their lives can be transformed. Now, if you don't ever go, you don't ever pick up a Bible, you don't know pretty much what it says, because I hear people say, well, I don't know anything about it. I know it's in the Bible. I'm like, well, you can't tell me where it at. No, I don't know nothing about it. But if you're a student of the word and you really want to learn, I mean, it doesn't cost you anything to go to Bible study. You should go and learn. I mean, if you don't want to do that, I mean, they do have television, they have the internet. Again, we have no excuse these days to say that we don't know things. Now, when it comes to the mind, now we can kind of say that because we don't have people that's willing to tell you how to use your mind. There are teachers here, but I don't think most people really dig deep into the modality of how powerful they really are. And quantum physics has proven that, we can alter time with our minds, that we can be thinking about somebody and somebody else is thinking about us. I mean, they're documented facts now. So we can't say we don't know about um, mind stuff. But again, it goes back to being accountable to learning and taking time. These things won't happen overnight. You do have to take the time to study the modality and learn the rules of the modality. Just like you would do the Bible or any other book, you do have to take time to do it. Okay? So we're going to talk about further the meditation and the thinking about what you're thinking about. Among these things as well, as you once lived and conduct yourself in the passion of your flesh, behavior governed by our corrupt and sensual nature, obeying the impulses of the flesh and the thought of minds. So you think about what you're thinking about. Okay? So if you have a thought, and in the scripture it says, take no thought for your life, what you shall eat or what you shall drink. That's what it says. It says, take no thought for your life. Because the Father wishes to give you the good things. Okay? So the good things are already here. Now, one thing about the Bible, you have an Old Testament, New Testament, and all the books of old. It is a book that we have. It is ours. Okay? I'll give an example. Now, you have some people, oh, my grandma, she rich. Well, why you worrying about your grandma? Well, I want that. It might be a sweater or a fur coat. I want that fur coat. She always tell me when she die, she gonna leave it to me. Well, why don't you work and get your own fur coat? Why you worrying about what grandma go leave you when she die? Now you have a lot of people that will wait and wait till the person die, and they'll come to the reading, and you've seen it. They waiting on them to die to get this stuff. We don't have to do that. Okay, we don't have to wait for nobody to die. That's why we have the Bible. We have our inheritance now. Okay, and we have that in our mind. Okay, in our mind, because he says, be ye transformed by the renewing of our mind. It's very, very simple. Very simple. Okay, all you have to do is study. Take you 10 minutes or 5 minutes every day and go over these modalities. Go over the rules of mind. Pick up something that pertains to being enlightened. Read the word. Read you 2 or 3 chapters a day. Okay? You can be proficient. Studies have shown you can be proficient. Sorry about that camera. You can be proficient in anything in exactly 45 hours. That's what it says. You can learn anything in 45 hours. Now 20 hours. Some people say 20 hours, okay? But you don't just spend 45 hours continuously doing it. No, they tell you how to do it. You start off with like 5 or 10 minutes a day, and you work your way up, and you build on that, okay? That's what you do. Now, we've basically talked about what we can do to learn, but now I want to talk about some results, okay? Now, if you were, say your thing was abundance, okay? Now, a couple of years ago, I wanted abundant money, okay? And I had a situation where I got some money. I mean, unexpected money. And then I had, it was just like a double portion, basically, where I got a $4 raise on my job. Then the car that I had, it blew up. And the next day, I wind up with a brand new, basically brand new. It was brand new to me. A new car. Then, it's just all kinds of stuff using this modality. It works. I can tell you when you really study it. And, when people start saying, because I'm really on it now. I'm really like on it. You won't when they make excuses or whatever, you won't want to hear it. You will hold yourself to I can't explain it. It's you won't make excuses. You will try to do other things to better yourself. And when you do that, it's like stuff coming off a page or a magnet, drawing you to the people and the places to cause the things to happen to you. Or you'll have a inspiration to say, okay, well, let me go to this store and see what they have. Like, I'll give an example. Like yesterday, I don't know why, something just said, well, go to Goodwill. So I went to Goodwill. And I was walking in the store. And I'm always into self-help. I love books. I love to read. So I was going in, I was looking at the books. And there was a book. And the book said Mind Power. So I was like, wow. Just for me. So, that sort of thing. It just will it'll blow your mind. It'll blow your mind. So you will be in a place where you are very comfortable, and you just feel right at home because you're practicing what you're thinking about, and it does not allow you to make excuses because you realize you create your own reality. And if you know what you need to do to get in the place you want to get to, you're going to try to do that with all your heart to do that, if that makes any sense. But I just wanted to share that with you and let you know that it does, in fact, work. You just have to stick with it. Now, there is another method I'm going to be telling you about. It is called the Sylvan Mind Method. I've had some success with that modality also. You should Google him. That's your homework. That is your homework. So Google Mr. Jose Silva and read about him. Now, he's a lot of controversy, but um, just read about him, and we'll talk about him the next time. So, I want you to realize you do create your own reality. I want you to realize that. I want you to be prosperous. I don't want you to give up. I want you to keep on keeping on, okay? Hang on in there, and remember, you create your own reality. See you next time, gang. Bye.